What's up, guys? This is Shamash here, bringing a video. Today we're doing with Deku. Had the powers of kurogiri. Now then. This will be Deku's hero costume here. This will be Deku's villain costume here. So yeah. Now then, I'm gonna say this right now before we start the video. Kurogiri, is that your son? No, that's... Yes, it actually is. Huh. Who's the mom? Your dad. Sorry for that. Now, let's get started. Need to set this timer, and let's go. What if Deku had the powers of kurogiri? Now, which picture should I use? That looks stupid. Actually, man, I'm JoJo's stand. He's my little stand. Shit. That's... Yeah, thanks to you, Baku, I look like this. I'll just use this one. Because actually, this one's my favorite, actually, out of all of them. Now then, we're starting off as Deku. Now then, it's the end of the school year. Now, everyone hates Deku in his class, though. Mostly, you're gonna be saying, well, fuck Bakugo. Yeah, he can go to hell for things. Now, mostly at the end of the school year, Bakugo and his friends are going to beat the shit out of Deku. Mostly Bakugo knows where Deku always takes a shortcut. Now then, they're mostly going to make a disturbance or mostly beat the shit out of him when he takes a shortcut at. Now, for just being quirkless. Now, the teacher comes in and says that, who wants to become a hero? Everyone shows off their quirks and Bakugo. Immediately Bakugo says, oh, you mean, well, all of us except useless Deku over there. Everyone starts laughing. Now then. Mostly... Oh, by the way, guys, comment down below, can kurogiri actually eat food? I don't know, actually. I really do not fucking know. I understand there's something under that or something. Really do not know. Now, let's continue on. Immediately the teacher says, Bakugo, sit down. So yes, now. He looks over Bakugo's and, well, everyone's test exactly. He says, Bakugo, don't you want to go to UA? Bakugo says, I do, actually. Because I'll become the richest and number one hero ever. And I'll be stronger than anyone in this classroom, exactly. Now, look, nobody's saying anything, because they know Bakugo and his friends are going to beat the shit out of them if they even speak. Now then. Now. He's looking at Deku and says that, Deku, aren't you going to UA? And immediately everyone looks at Deku. They are astonished that he actually wants to go to UA. People are just going to think that he's just going to go into support class. People are just thinking he's just trolling or something. Now, Bakugo hears this. Immediately Bakugo tells the teacher that Deku can't even go to UA anyway. Because, mostly, support class people need quirks. Because they aren't just going to allow somebody with, well, a quirk with somebody with, mostly in the sport class. Because, well, you need a quirk in the sport class anyway. The teacher says yes, that is true. Now, he asks him, is he going to UA? Deku says yes, he is. Now, immediately everyone in the classroom starts laughing. Now then, immediately Bakugo says, oh, you weren't joking? And people start laughing again. Now, the teacher says, okay, everyone, settle down. Now then, he says, how much time do we still have left? And he says that, well, class is dismissed. Everyone packs up, though. Now, everyone has left except Bakugo's friends and Deku. Now, immediately Bakugo pushes over Deku and tells him he can never become a hero at all. Quirkless people can never become a number one hero. They can't even become a hero in general. Sure, you guys can maybe become police officers or firefighters, but those guys suck too. Most of their example that quirkless people should just die in general. And I think mostly you should just jump off the roof. Now, Bakugo's friends do leave. Now then. Shit. Sorry for that. Now let's continue on. Now. 16, you think. Shit. Now. Deku packs all his stuff up and he's just walking. Now then. Bakugo's friends was mostly watching him, though, stuff. He just has a walkie-talkie and tells Bakugo he's coming. Now then, Deku takes a shortcut to home, mostly in an alleyway. Now, only Bakugo and his friend surprise Deku there. Now then, one of Bakugo's friends grabs Deku. Now then, they are beating the shell of him. Most of them are taking turns of holding him down though and beating the shell of him, breaking off his finger stuff. Now, Kurogiri and, Green are mostly having groceries and are walking home. Mostly to, not her base, but, to the League of Villains base, exactly. Now, they did get a few stares because Kurogiri looks different. And that's racist, first thing. You can't just judge a person by how they look. First thing, if I had to say who I'm going to date exactly, I'm going to date a smart girl over, no offense, a stupid girl that looks hot. But if the smart girl looks hot, fuck yeah. Like Mei Hatsumi. That's why I like her. I don't like her because she has pink hair and she's a female. No, I like her because she's really fucking smart. Smart girls, yes, me. Now, let's continue on. Now then, Green hears, something in an alleyway. And mostly, she hears that, and she asks Kurogiri can hear that too. Kurogiri says, yeah, it must be somebody, getting their ass kicked or something. Now, immediately Bakugo says, okay, I think we're done here. They run, they're just running. Now then, they broke Deku's fingers, and Deku's bleeding. Now, immediately Green sees Bakugo. Bakugo did push her and stuff, but she wasn't holding groceries. Now, immediately, Kurogiri and Green walk over to the alleyway and they see a kid bleeding out. Now then, Green does feel bad for Deku, and she thinks that he might be really good with Kurogiri's quirk, exactly. Now then, Deku tries to get up, but he cannot, because he's so weak now. Now then, he sees Green, and, Kurogiri. Now then, Green says that, shit. How about this, kid? I have the ability to give and take quirks. I can give you, a quirk exactly, but I get to choose exactly. But, if you, join the League of Villains, you get revenge on anyone who did this exactly. I bet it was those kids exactly, though. Now, do we have a deal? And, Deku passes out. She just says, I'll take that as a yes. Now, she tells Kurogiri to open a warp gate to our base exactly so we can just treat this guy. Now, Kurogiri does enter this, she's using her levitation quirk to, carry Deku exactly. Now then, a few hours later, Deku wakes up, mostly on a couch. Now, he really sees Green watching TV, and she says, oh, hello there, sleepyhead. Now, immediately Deku says, who the heck are you? And, his arms hurt. She tells him to not get up exactly because your arms are, not broken, but they are severely hurt. So yeah. See that I'm Green exactly, and when you passed out, I just counted as a yes that you want to join the League of Villains. Because if you said no, then we have to kill you exactly, because we can't allow you to know where my base is at. Now then, I have to ask you that question again. Do you want to join the League of Villains? Deku says I'm not becoming a villain exactly. She says, come on, Zuko Midoriya. And he says, how the heck do you know my name? She says, I can read your mind exactly. I have a few quirks. A lot, actually. Over, I think, 20 or 40. A lot of quirks. Had to use a lot of intelligence quirk on there so I wouldn't go insane. Now then. I mean, do you want to get mostly revenge on your friend or technically friend or... You guys have a weird symbiotic relationship shit. I mean, you're always nice to him, but he's always a dick to you, so yeah. Now then, she says that hold still, because I'm going to give you a quirk. Now then, Deku tries to get up, but she uses her quirk to hold Deku down exactly. Now, Deku said that, he just thinking of it. And, he was thinking about saying yes or no, but mostly he's on the yes. Now then, Deku says fine. And she says that, I always knew you would come around. I mean, you would be dead if you said no. Now then, she gives Deku Kurogiri's quirk. Now then, Deku passes out and he wakes up, still on the couch, but he has shit. How do I actually want to say this? Green has a mirror, mostly, like a little portable mirror. She says, "Oh, hello again, sleephead." And she just says that, well, that quirk must be working right now. She just said, you might want to look in this mirror. Now, she gets into Deku and he sees that a little green dust on him. Now, he says, what the hell is this exactly? She says that that's part of the quirk exactly. It's like, well, you know that little purple, mostly kurogiri, though, mostly has the exact same quirk you're going to get, exactly. Now then, mostly over a few more hours exactly, then, well, the process will speed up. Now then, she just tells him that, well, you have the quirk ability to open warp gates. So yeah. Now, mostly, I can take that quirk. I can take that quirk away, but it will kill your body. Because you're so weak exactly that if I take out the quirk right now, you will be dead. Now then, she just says that, well, you might want to get some rest exactly, because, well, I think under a few more hours exactly, that's when the quirk will spread more across your body. It's like a virus exactly. It spreads around your body until, well, it's finished. Now then. She just tells him that you might want to, well, drink this. She mostly gives him orange juice. He drinks it. Now, it's a type of drug to make Deku go to sleep. He feels tired and he just gets knocked out. Now, Green is watching the TV and she sees the sludge villain attacking Bakugo. She just says to the sleeping Deku that, well, it'll be really funny if you actually saw this stuff. Your best friend Kachan, though, is getting attacked with a sludge villain. I think he's going to die because the heroes aren't doing anything right. So yeah, now, some people are going to be saying, some people are going to be saying, hey, is this going to be a villain or a hero? It's going to be pure villain. Deku will not go back to the League of Villains, by the way. I mean, Deku will become... Okay, Deku's not going to become a pro hero. He's actually going to become a villain. So yeah. Now then. Technically, he will become a villain again. Now then. Let's continue on. Now. She sees that Bakugo uses this explosion quirk to get out of the sludge villain exactly. So yeah. And she sees that all the heroes are around them saying, are you okay and stuff. So yeah. She turns out the team and says, heroes. Always thinking that they can do shit when they did nothing. But that kid's yelling at them saying that you guys didn't even try to save me or some shit. But yeah. Now, she goes over to Deku and sees that, well, the quirk is spreading. Now, if I do have a picture exactly, I would find it. I think I actually do. Let me just try to find this. Yeah, I tried to search up those stuff. It's a little weird. Kurogiris. Oh yeah, like this. It's mostly spraying across his body exactly. Like that. Now, let's get back to the what if. Let me just... We'll get back to it. Now then. Now. Green, well, sees the processes continue on. Now, a few more hours later, it is close to night. Now, Deku wakes up. He sees in the mirror again that his face is, well, half covered of that weird stuff. He touches it, and he can still feel part of himself in there. But it's a little faint. Now, Green says, finally you're actually awake again. Deku says, did you drug the juice exactly? And she says, yeah. Mostly that drug had a speeding process to speed up the quirk how it affected you. Now, I think tomorrow it should be done affecting your entire body. So yeah. By the way, I think your body could handle this quirk. I really do not know. But Kurogiri will be coming over here too to check see if you can handle the quirk. Because last time I actually gave this quirk to somebody, it happened a little weirdly. I can't remember that much about it, but it's still weird. Now, Now then, next day happens. Kurogiri gets there though, and Green is awake and she's just doing stuff. No, she's just watching TV on the couch and Kurogiri sees Deku sleeping. And you can see that the virus, or technically the quirk, is spreading. Now then, Kurogiri says that should I wake up him exactly? And she says yeah. Now then, it is almost fully spread across his body. Only a hand is left of his, technically flesh and stuff. Now, Kurogiri wakes up Deku and he wakes up. He sees Kurogiri. Mostly, Kurogiri can see that it looks like him, but smaller. Now, Green says, hey Kurogiri, now you actually have a son. Kurogiri says that that's not funny. It was a little funny, Green, but still. Now then, Deku sees that his entire body is almost that stuff Kurogiri is made of. Now, he sees his hand fully covered now. Now then, Green stands up and, she's getting something out of the kitchen. Now then, Deku stands up and you're going to be asking what the fuck's he doing. Let me explain. Now, Kurogiri sees something wrong with the quirk. He sees something coming out of Deku's back, exactly. It is, looks like spider legs, exactly. Emily tries to attack Kurogiri, though, or technically Deku tries to attack Kurogiri, and Kurogiri opens a warp gate, and that little, mostly spine thing is through a portal. He closes it, and, the thing gets back on, mostly connects back to Deku, mostly going back into his body. Kurogiri says that kid, he just yells out to Green that, the quirk's working weirdly around him, exactly. She sees that Deku is attacking Kurogiri. Now, Kurogiri does not have that much battle experience, but he is smart, exactly. Kurogiri is just opening warp gates when Deku is just flinging, not himself, but spikes through the warp gate. Now then, Deku stares at those warp gates, and, he sees them. He tries to copy it, and he does. He opens his own mini warp gate, and he swings his own thing through there. Now then, Kurogiri tells that kid to stop, exactly. Green says that, it must be, the weird thing with the quirk, exactly. Mostly I need to give him an intelligent quirk if his body wants to survive, though. Now, Kurogiri says, fine, but how the heck are we going to get him, exactly? He has my quirk. He can just open warp gates willy-nilly. She says that, when I gave him that drug, exactly, the drug still should be effective, exactly. He's still more weaker than both of us. We can take him down there and just give him that intelligence quirk. Kurogiri says fine. Now then, Deku opened the side of his hand exactly, immediately go through there, and he tried to punch Kurogiri through that warp gate. Kurogiri opened his own warp gate, and it went back to Deku. Now then, his hand gets out of his own warp gate, sometimes it gets out of Kurogiri's. Now, Green says, hold still, you, and she tries to use a quirk that mostly looks like Best Genius. Now, she's holding Deku like Best Genius. Now then, he sees that, and she's trying to go into Deku's mind exactly, checking what's wrong with the quirk. She sees that, most of the kid and that quirk exactly are trying to fight over his body exactly. The kid's trying to take control of his body again to use the quirk, but, most of the quirk's trying to take control of him. Now then, she says that Kurogiri is taking a lot of strain off my body to do this exactly. She uses her copy quirk to clone herself. Now it's like twice. Now then. Now, Deku sees that clone of Green. Immediately his spikes come out of his body and attack that clone. It destroys it. Now then, Kurogiri says, I think we might have to kill him exactly. She says, no, I already fixed him up exactly. It's going to take me longer to find another person. And he has a lot of experience. He has a lot of things that we might need to know. So yeah. Now then. She tells Kurogiri that I'm going to let him go, and you need to open your warp gate under him, so then I can grab him and hold him on the ground. Kurogiri says fine. She says I'm going to release him in 3, 2, 1. She does, and Deku falls through Kurogiri's warp gate. He's right behind them, on the floor. He tries to get up, but Green is using a gravity quirk to keep him on the ground. Now then, she gives Deku a quirk, and the intelligence quirk. Now, he passes out. They can see those spike things coming out of his back, returning. Now, Kurogiri says that was a lot of trouble exactly. And, well, she says yeah. Now, she tells Kurogiri that, well, mostly technically, he's your apprentice. Kurogiri says what? And she says yes, mostly you guys have the exact same quirk, so, well, it's easier for you to train him than me. So yeah, and I don't use that quirk that much, because I don't, no offense Kurogiri, but I actually want to see my face. Kurogiri says no offense at all. In fact, if I actually had the exact same reason for you, I would do the exact same. Now then, a few hours later, Deku wakes up on the couch. Now, he sees Kurogiri and Green. Mostly, they are holding weapons exactly. Now, Deku says, wait, why the heck are you guys pointing weapons at me? Emily, she says that, well, the quirk tried to take control of your body exactly. Your mind was trying to fight back from the quirk to use it, but the quirk was trying to use you. For some reason, it was a little weird, and, well, I actually want to try that with somebody else. Now, she tells Deku that, well, Kurogiri might be, well, he's technically has the exact same quirk as you. Now, for that shit technically just broke some things in my house, and technically you can replace them though, but still. She says, great, and most of you ruined my sandwich exactly. Now then, she says that this is how you actually did. She mostly uses her illusion quirk to make the exact same battle exactly. But this illusion quirk does not damage anything. She tells Deku to, well, get off the couch exactly, and, well, watch this. He does. He's right by Kurogiri watching the battle exactly. Now, mostly Deku says, that's a little weird. And, well, she says, yeah, it's a little weirder for me, because, well, this is my house exactly. So, yeah. Now, she tells Deku to try to use his quirk exactly. He tries, but it does not work. Now, she says, strange. She tells him to try to do that spike thing that your weird self did. He tries to do it again, but he does not know how to do it. She says, so that entire battle was for nothing anyway. So you have to figure out the user quirk fully, by Kurogiri. That'll be a little cool. Now, she says that, well, let me check in the kitchen, do we have any more food? She says, yeah, I do. I can survive for a few more days till I have to go back to the grocery store. Now, she checks in her pantry, does she have any more Pop-Tarts? She loves Pop-Tarts exactly in this universe. She says, shit, no Pop-Tarts? She tells Deku and Kurogiri that they need to go to the, grocery store and get some Pop-Tarts. Kurogiri says, why exactly? He says that, I like Pop-Tarts. That's it. Like Deadpool likes, mostly chimichangas. I like Pop-Tarts. Kurogiri says that that's not really healthy for you, and she says, I know, but still, Pop-Tarts are still good. As long as they're not the stupid fruit roll-up thing, though. It's a little weird. He says, yeah. Now, Kurogiri says, fine, we'll go there, but you owe me one. She says, fine. Technically, you don't owe me anything, because I saved your life from that kid. Now then, he says, yeah, but still, you're making me go to the grocery store again. So technically, you owe me one. Now, she says, fine, I owe you one. Now, she gives Kurogiri some money to go get some Pop-Tarts exactly. She says, oh yeah, by the way, get some milk too. Now, he says, sure thing. He tells Kurogiri to follow him exactly. Now, he tells him that, wait. He tells Green that, he can't really be wearing that in public exactly. Because, school's over already, so, yeah. She says, oh yeah, fuck. Now, she gives Deku another quirk. Now, she tells Deku that if I'm going to continue to give you these quirks exactly, I'm going to have to give you a higher and higher intelligence of this intelligence quirk. But I don't want to do that exactly. Now then, she tells Deku that if he tries to, kill Kiryu or me or anyone in the League of Villains, I will come after you and take that quirk back and make you suffer exactly. Deku says, okay, I won't do anything exactly. I don't even know how to use this quirk exactly. Now. She says, I know, but still. I really don't know what you can do exactly. Now. She gives him a quirk that allows him to create clothes exactly. Now. He creates clothes that looks like kurogiri exactly. Now. Green just says, you guys actually look like siblings. And immediately, he looks at Kurogiri just looks at Deku and says, why the heck do you have to choose that? And saying that, well, that looks actually cool what you're wearing. He says, thanks. Now, he is not wearing this little metal chest plate thing right here. He's just, well, if I'd say, mostly like that. Now then, some people might be asking Kurogiri, is that your son exactly? He'll just say, yes, exactly. Now then. Now, Kurogiri says thanks. Now, she says, okay, go get part tarts now. I need some fucking part tarts. Now then, she says that if you guys do this, well, Tekuri, what should we call you exactly? I mean, your villain name exactly. He says that, well, Tekuri, I'm a villain now, so Deku exactly. She says, fine. I mean, doesn't Kachan call you Deku for a good reason because you're quirkless or, like, useless or some shit? He says, yeah, but it really doesn't bug me anymore. You get it? Bug me? She immediately just says, go get my fucking part tarts before I rip out your spine. Now, Kurogiri says, come on. Now they are. Now then. Deku and they are walking out of Green's house exactly. Now then. Mostly, they are going to the grocery store. They are there. Now. People are giving them a few stares and stuff, and actually a person actually walks up to Kurogiri, asks him, is that your son? He says, yes, that is. My son... Shit, can't use his real name. Shit. Arthur Morgan? No, fuck, that can't be, John Smith. Fuck, yeah, he's just my son. He says, what's his name? Fuck, why the fuck do I do this to me? Jaden Yugi. I'm just gonna use a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX name. His name is Jaden Yugi. And, well, the person says, okay then. Now, Deku is not talking exactly, because it's a little weird, though. He's getting used to how he looks exactly. Now, they mostly get milk and part tarts exactly. Deku has the milk, though, and Kurogiri has the part tarts. He mostly got 4 packs exactly, because, well, Green likes stuff even. So, yeah. She's like Death the Kid. Technically now they have 20 part tarts. Now, they're mostly walking home. Now, if I had to say... Oh, shit. If I actually have a picture for this. I'm going to show you guys this. Now, where the fuck is it? Do I actually not have it? Motherfucker. Wait, I actually do have, but... No, memes. It's mostly Deku taking... It's like this exactly. It's like people giving him stares and stuff. Now then, let's continue on. Need to find that now. Now then. Mostly, well, people do give Deku looks too. But Kurogiri just tells him to not, well, pay that attention to mine exactly. Now then, Deku sees himself in a reflection. Now. But he does not see himself as, well, this image exactly. Shit, I need to stop doing this. Fuck. This. I actually have another picture I forgot to download, but he sees himself like this exactly. It's a little weird for him. He looks at the mirror exactly and he sees himself. Kurogiri says, yeah, you'll see yourself sometime before that weird thing happens. It's a little weird with the quirk. Deku just shakes his head, and he's just walking with Kurogiri until they get back to Green's base. Now then, she says, finally you actually have the part tarts. Now, she says, was there any problems exactly? Deku says, actually, no. Weird thing, actually, I saw myself in a reflection while looking like this. She says, yeah, that's how the quirk works exactly. Kurogiri told me a lot about that, though. Now, Kurogiri says that, do you need me for anything else, Green? She says no, you can go back to the base exactly and make Shigaraki something, though. I mean, he is useless sometimes. Kurogiri says, yeah, he is a little useless, but still. Deku says, who the heck is, Shigaraki. Sorry. Deku asks who the heck is Shigaraki exactly. Green says, oh, Shigaraki is a little prick exactly my dad chose as his successor. Or technically former successor, but he's still mad at me for that exactly. I mean, what do you thought? Mostly my dad dated somebody. So yeah. Now. Immediately he asked Green who the heck is his mom exactly. Who's her mom? She says that her mom and her dad, well, it's a little touchy. It's a little touchy, exactly. And she just says, don't ask me that question again. He says, fine. If I had to say that my dad works abroad for some reason, though, he never came back to our family. Immediately Green says, well, your dad's cheating on your mom. Immediately Deku says, okay, don't talk about that either. She says, well, you talk about my mom, I talk about your dad. And, well, Kurogiri just says, okay, you two. Mostly, don't make out or something. Immediately, Deku and Green just stare at Kurogiri and they just say, what? And Kurogiri says, yeah, because you two are dating. Because, well, if I had to say, people are going to think you're dating, though. I mean, if they see you a lot together, that means they'll think you're dating. So, well, I think that'll be a great disguise for him, exactly. Because they think that's my son. So, well, I can just say that's somebody else's daughter, exactly. They asked me about you and her. Now then, Green just says, go through your warp gate, Kurogiri. And he says, fine. He says, I'll be training you, Deku, tomorrow. Now then, I think we're enough here. This has been the Shadowmaster, and goodbye.